Started teaching in Kingsport in 1967. The old Dobbins Bennett High School. First year was junior high. I taught health, freshman health, and then 10 years of physical education, 6 years assistant principal, 1 year acting principal, and then I was moved to the old Washington Elementary for 5 years, and then I had the opportunity, didn't inquire, but ended up going to Robinson for my last 17 years. So I have 40 years in education in the city of Kingsport, all good.
How did you come to meet Jeff and or the Binghams?
Okay, had the opportunity to coach Jeff and Bob, and Jeff was his quarterback on the football team, and I was his coach, and so I've known Jeff since I guess he was 15 years old, 14 years old, somewhere in that category. So that, and heard, the Bingham's got a good reputation, good name, good family, so it was a blessing for me to be able to be part of that family. Knowing Jeff, when I found out he and his father, of course, preceded him, was into that. My wife and I talked about making some investments and who would we trust, and I said, I really don't know. I will ask, and then I realized Jeff was into this, and I thought, well, I know Jeff from a good family, can be dependable. Probably the strongest aspect Jeff has that would draw me to him would be being a Christian, and I know having worked with him, knowing his family, and having Bob after Jeff or before, I just felt like that would be a good place to start. So we made a call and went in and talked to him, told him what we wanted to do, and it's been a good relationship ever since.
Our motto here is family is our business. Does that resonate with you?
Yes, sir. Probably that's another one of the strong aspects, is that the family is important to Jeff and all of the Binghams, and I think that's an aspect in my life too. Family, well, God first, and family's right there along with that. So knowing he has a good family and a good background, that just seemed to be a good fit for us.
And how has B&H made retirement easier for you?
I think, like I said, I knew my profession, and I felt like Jeff knew his, and that's an area that I'm not comfortable with. I'm not a analytical person, and when I see the figures, even still now, I have to ask questions. What's this mean? And my wife and I asked Jeff, we're not out to try to make big money. We just want to invest, and if we can get, more out of our investments than I can get out of putting it in the bank and just letting it sit there, that's right. And he's been exceptionally on target on doing exactly what we asked. So, and we've been blessed by the investments we've made.